Coming at first pitch here tonight is Michael Wong set to deal. And the first pitch on the way to Daniel Lingua. It's inside for ball one, 7:09. First pitch time here tonight in Johnson County. Daniel Lingua stands in, batting from the left side. He'll slash one foul the other way to even the count at a ball and a strike. Michael Wong makes the start tonight, the former UTA Maverick. Takes the hill tonight for the Railroaders. Here comes the 1-1. This one chopped back up the middle. Ranging over, and it's Brian Klein. He can't get to that one as that one's in center field, and Daniel Lingua is aboard with a leadoff single. Lingua, a dangerous hitter, has been over the course of this entire series. Came into the ball game tonight batting .279. He'll push that average up over north of .280. As Gary has a leadoff runner on here for Gio Diaz. Speaking of tough hitters, put Gio Diaz at the top of that list, batting .307. Couple of home runs, 28 driven in on the year. First pitch to him is downstairs for ball one. Michael Wong making his second start. His 13th appearance is that pitch just a bit outside, and the count now 2-0 to Diaz. Wong 0-2 on the year, a 5.56 ERA in 22 and a 2/3 inning. He's given up 26 hits, 17 runs, 14 of those earned. He's walked 10, struck out 17. Throw back over to first. He'll keep Lingua close. Opponent's batting .283 against Wong. Daniel Lingua over there, 20 steals and 26 chances. Here's a ground ball sharply hit to third. Reyes will go to Klein for one. Relayed just late. As Diaz able to beat it out. Ryan Hernandez made a great attempt stretching for that one. But Diaz is aboard on the fielder's choice.
With where the ball was thrown from Elmer Reyes to Brian Klein, Klein was forced to make that return to first off balance and couldn't get as much velocity on that baseball as he probably would have liked.
So now Jackson Valera will stand in, a .281 hitter with 23 RBI on the year. First pitch from Wong, right down the middle for a strike. The count 0-1. Valera in the ball game last night had 3 RBI. Couple of hits, going 2 for 5. Here's the pitch, the 0-1, right down the heart of the plate again with a fastball. Valera's gotten the start at first base in all 5 games of this series. Here's the 0-2. This one back up the middle, right up to Klein. He'll flip to second for one. Boswell the relay, and that's a 4-6-3 double play that will bring the inning to an end. Nice work for the Cleburne defense as they turn their 43rd double play, or 47th double play of the season. We'll head to the bottom of the first. We'll bring you the Cleburne lineup when we return on AABaseball.tv and the Railroader Broadcast Network. 3, if I may. Starts with Jesus Mariaga, who will come to the plate here to face Michael Wong. Mariaga, 300 hitter, dangerous. 6 home runs, 50 RBI on the year. Starts with a pitch low and inside for ball one. 1-0 on the way, and that one finds the mark at the knees to even the count of 1-1. Just 9 pitches for Michael Wong in inning number 1. 1-1 pitch swung on and missed. Half-hearted swing there by Mariaga. And the count at 1-2. One-two pitch inside. Fastball just missed the mark. That'll run the count full. Beer batter tonight on the line here is Mariaga tasked. Cleburne wants him to strike out. 2-2, and that one low. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Railcat center fielder. Wong ready, eyes the target, payoff pitch on the way, swing and a miss, they got him. So now the Railroader fans have been given a gift, as they will have discounted adult beverages at their fingertips. Following the Mariaga strikeout, it is Christmas in July. I'm feeling it now. Feeling it, Seth. Feeling the Christmas spirit.
It's cold in here, too.
LG Castillo pops one up, foul to the right side. Is it snowing in here? Seth, I think it's snowing.
I can make it snow. Give me a second.
Ball off the netting that was not caught by Hernandez. The Railroader fans thought that it was. The count, no balls. And a strike here to LG Castillo. I should have put on one of those Christmas hats. There's the 0-1 up and in.
They're pretty snug. I'll let you know.
Oh, so you're saying my big head. My 7 7/8, they wouldn't fit
it
me.
didn't fit on my head, and my head's smaller than a teacup.
Right. 1-1 the count to Castillo. LG has calmed down a bit since being ejected the other night. This one fouled back. They count a ball and 2 strikes. Castillo, 293 hitter on the year, a couple of home runs, 36 RBI. Comes the 1-2. Downstairs, breaking ball misses by Wong. Two and two, the count. One down, nobody on. There's the 2-2 from Wong. This one grounded right side under the glove of Hernandez down the line. That'll be extra bases. Over in the corner to get it is Alexander. Make the wide turn. Castillo's going to hit the brakes and head back to second, and he's there with a 1-out double. Got it under the glove of Hernandez down that right field line. So Castillo in scoring position now as Francisco Del Valle will come to the plate.
Batting 6, right fielder, number 22, Francisco Del Valle.
Del Valle stands in. Last night for Del Valle, a couple of RBI. He went 2 for 5 with a walk. There's the pitch. This one skied left side. This will get up over the berm and onto the concourse, fouling out of play. Our friends up the street, the Texas Rangers, making some significant news today in baseball as well, as this pitch inside to Del Valle, the count 1-1. A trade on the table that they're trying to work out with the New York Mets involving Max Scherzer, and they're reporting now, John Heyman is reporting that the deal is complete. He is a Texas Ranger. Swing and a miss down, the count 1-2. So Max Scherzer.
That's what made me go. You saw what I did.
Yeah.
I went.
I thought there was a tear coming out of the corner of your eye there.
I did the verbal version of, huh?
Yeah. Max Scherzer is a Ranger, so no stranger to the Metroplex. He was in the American Association at one point as a member of the Fort Worth Cats. So this one hit to center field, and Narrier will range over and make the catch. Del Valle retired for out number 2.
A wee bit ago.
There's a minute. Yeah, there's a minute ago. Victor Nova now to the plate.
Batting 7.
07, 08. Am I getting those years right?
I believe it was 07.
And it was for a very not very long.
He had a cup of coffee. Nova stands in, batting from the left side. Couple of walks, couple of runs scored, hit by a pitch in the ballgame last night with an RBI. First pitch downstairs for ball 1.
I was a bat boy for the Cats.
Were you really?
1 year or 1 day. It was for a game. It was for just one game.
You got to put on the uniform the whole bit?
Yeah, I did
Wow.
the whole thing. I was in the visiting dugout.
Okay. Who'd they play that night?
They were out of the American Association at this point.
Okay. This ball struck to center field. Back on it is Narrier. He'll have room before the track. He'll make the catch. in another good inning.
We're here in the third inning as Michael Wong get ready for his third inning of work. He'll get the sign from Quintana, enter the line for the first base side, and the first pitch skips in for ball one. Cadell, a 200 hitter with 2 homers. That second homer came on Tuesday night. As the 1-0 pitch lifted high in the air to right field. It'll send Hill Alexander back to his left. A couple of feet in front of the track. He'll make the catch for out number 1. I'll bring Will Decker to the plate. Decker gets the start as the DH for the second night in a row. Yesterday, 2 singles as well as a walk and 2 runs scored to reach base 4 times. He stands in as the first pitch from Wong misses outside. A check down to third to see if he checked his swing, and he did. The count is 0-1. The first pitch, or the 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Count now 0-2. Wong working quickly as the 0-2. Just a bit low. Good pitch, says Quintana. As he points the glove right back to Wong. Like the way that pitch came out of the hand of Wong, and the count 1-2. The pitch to Decker, grounded on down the first base line and past the bag into right field. Decker will round first. He wants a double, and he'll get there standing up after Alexander bobbles the ball in right field. Second consecutive inning where Railcat has put one right down that line for an extra base hit. This time it's Will Decker.
Alexander had a nice little ricochet there. He was just unable to pick it up right there. Had he picked it up, it would have been interesting to see whether or not Decker could have made it to second.
Still think he probably does, but it probably would have been a closer play.
Right.
Here's Daniel Lingua. He singled back in the first inning. Take that fastball in the inside corner for strike 1. Lingua has had a very good series. Yesterday, a good night for him as well. Scored 2 runs. 0-1 pitch to Lingua. Hits the outside corner for strike 2. I should preface, every Railcat had a good night yesterday. Every Railcat got on base. Every Railcat scored. It was a crazy night. 0-2 pitch to Lingua. He'll foul it off right off the awning. That protects the Classic Club. And it goes right into someone's lap. On the first base line in the first row. He was not expecting that. But he gets a nice present.
Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. You ask and you shall receive. No balls, 2 strikes on Lingua. The pitch from Wong with a runner on second. A fastball on the outside for ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Lingua foul tips it into the mid of Quintana for out number 2. Second strikeout of the game for Michael Wong. Second out here in the third.
Second baseman, Gio Diaz.
It'll be Gio Diaz's turn to try and keep the inning alive as the first pitch from Wong. A slider that gets in there for strike 1. A good pitch from Wong. Wong's second turn around through the order for the righty out of the University of Texas at Arlington. Second year here in the American Association. It's the 0-1 pitch. Foul tipped to the mid of Quintana for strike 2.
Michael Wong has definitely found his command this game. Just 9 pitches in the first inning, 17 pitches in the second. And now here we only have 7 pitches by Wong.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch to Diaz in the turf for ball 1. The count now, a ball and 2 strikes. Michael Wong looking to strand yet another runner. Stranded one in scoring position in the second. Can do so here with one more strike. Look back over at second as the 1-2 offering. Outside again for ball 2. Game 5 of the 6-game series between Cleburne and Gary SouthShore. Game 6, the finale will be tomorrow. It's the finale of this 9-game homestand. We'll be live with you at 5:45 on the Texas South Harris Methodist Hospital and Cleburne pregame show. First pitch set for 6:05 p.m. It'll be Casey Collick and Harrison Francis. 2-2. Diaz will chop it on over to Boswell at short. He'll take it on a couple of hops, throw to first on the run. Inside is the 0-1 pitch. Fouled right off the railing and flies back towards home plate. Wow, what a foul ball. What a missile off the bat of Jackson Valera. Watch out down there. So the count at no balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Wong is low for ball 1. The count now at a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2. Outside, ball 2. To Jackson Valera. Valera does not like to walk. He is not a fan of the base on ball. He is swinging away up there as the 2-2 pitch hit hard in the left field, but this is going to be playable for Blaze Brothers. Comes in a couple of steps, makes the catch for out number 1. On the season, Jackson Valera has 4 walks in 128 plate appearances.
So either he's going to earn his base or you're going to strike him out. There's no
Pretty much. Here's Jesus Mariaga. Pitch line right over the glove of Brett Boswell and into left field. A soaring single for Mariaga as he smoked that baseball for a 1-out base hit.
Left fielder, LG Castillo.
So that will bring LG Castillo to the plate. Castillo, a double his first time up, will stand in with Mariaga at first in 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch outside for ball 1. Mariaga with decent speed over there at first, so Wong's got to look out for him. Ball and no strikes on Mariaga, or on Castillo, excuse me. As the 1-0 pitch hit and at the knees for strike 1 to even the count of a ball and a strike. Looking over at first as Wong will come set from the first base side of the rubber. Tucks the glove at the belt. 1-1 is low for ball 2. Slider that slid a little too much below the zone, bring the count to 2-1. Sun setting, lights coming on, taking effect. Wind barely a factor tonight. It's the flag beyond the right field fence, barely moving. 2-1 pitch low and outside for ball 3. And just like that, Michael Wong in a bit of trouble here in the top of the 4th. 3 balls and a strike. As Wong will come set with Mariaga over at first. 3-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. Just barely nicked that outside corner. And the count now full. Big pitch here for Wong. We'll see if Mariaga's on the move. On any movement by Michael Wong. A decent lead over there with Hernandez holding him on at first. Here comes the 3-2 to Castillo. Runner on the move. Swung on and missed. As Castillo goes down on strikes, Mariaga does steal second base, but a big second out for Wong on the strikeout by LG Castillo.
Right fielder, Francisco Deviant.
Third punch out for Wong, all of the swinging variety. That strikeout brought to you by our friends over at Zimmer Kubota. They put the K this time swinging in Kubota. Here's Francisco Del Valle as the pitch to the Railcats right fielder is a little inside and low for ball one.
Michael Wong just looks confident this game. He got himself behind in a 3-1 count with Castillo, and he come back and struck him out.
1-0 pitch is low for ball two. Two balls, no strikes with perhaps the Railcats' first run standing over at second base. The 2-0 pitch, outside, ball three. So 3 balls and no strikes on Francisco Del Valle is the pitch right down the heart of the plate. Bring the count to 3-1. Cleburne desperately needs a win today. Try and break this brief 2-game skid that they've been on. 3-1 pitch. Ripped hard on the right field line, but foul to bring the count full once again. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Del Valle. A big spot here for Cleburne and Michael Wong if he wants to keep the shutout intact. Nods at the sign from Quintana, comes set with Mariaga over at second. The 3-2, outside, ball 4. He walked him. And that'll put runners at first and second and 2 outs for Victor Nova.
And that'll be the first walk of the night for the Railcats.
That'll bring James Russell out to talk to Michael Wong here. Wong and Quintana and Russell out on the hill as Crew Chief Jeff Head comes out to break up the brief meeting on the hill. No action in the Cleburne bullpen, but there's some mulling around out there at the moment. And stretching. And no one throwing as we speak right now. See how long the leash is for Wong. We continue through this game. 2 on, 2 outs. Victor Nova at the plate here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch to Nova, slider inside for ball 1. No runs on 4 hits, no errors for Cleburne, or for Gary. 5 runs on 6 hits, no errors for the Railroaders. As that one outside for ball 2 to Victor Nova. The count at 2 balls and no strikes. Wong just trying to get out of this 4th inning. 2-0 pitch to Nova. Fouled straight back. The count at 2-1. Is some throwing out there. A righty now warming for Cleburne. Light tossing at the moment. I believe that's Chandler Casey throwing in the Railroaders bullpen. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch to Nova just misses off the outside corner. And the count at 3 balls and 1 strike.
That outside corner is not a bad spot to be missing for Wong. He just needs to get a couple more inches inside, and then it's in the strike zone.
3-1, right down the heart of the plate. Count now full at 3-2, 3 consecutive full counts. Mariaga and Del Valle will be on the move with the pitch. Wong peers into Quintana. Finds the sign. Comes set. Payoff pitch. Inside ball 4. 2 consecutive walks have loaded the bases for Seth Cadell.
The catcher, Seth Cadell.
Wong approaching the 70 pitch mark. 24 pitches in the inning for Wong. To get out of this inning quick is the first pitch to Cadell, in there for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Cadell at the plate as the pitch is low and outside for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike on Cadell. The pitch. Low for ball 2. Mariaga at third, Del Valle at second, and Victor Nova at first. 2-1 count on Seth Cadell. Two-1, outside corner for strike 2, and Wong 1 strike away from getting out of this big jam. Cadell flew out to right his first time up. See if Wong can get him again right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. 5-0, Cleburne leads. The 2-2 pitch to Cadell. Outside ball 3. The count is full once again. Nowhere to put Seth Cadell. Three balls, 2 strikes. The pitch swung on and missed. He got him. Wong strikes out Seth Cadell and leaves them loaded here in the top of the 4th. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning. It's 5-0 Cleburne on AABaseball.tv and the Railroad Broadcast Network.
Looking to buy a brand new car this summer? Check out our friends over at the Classic of Cleburne to help find the car of your dreams.